This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
There you go. Right there, 54 miles. Come on.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Those defenders, they rallied to the football pretty quickly.
Come back right.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Elliott, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Prescott to throw it, eluding the pressure right. Cooper's got it.
Bro, what the hell?
17 yards on the play there.
Niggas be getting lucky as hell. Nigga rolled out to the right and threw it back crossbody.
We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
Bobby Wagner.
Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now Prescott. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
No.
To his right. He finds Randall Cobb.
Give me the ball back. Give me the ball back.
A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down.
Circle might be over. What?
And he slings one that's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
What the fuck?
Intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Well, they're definitely
lucky as hell. I was wide the fuck open.
Tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do. In this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll start the drive with and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. That's about as good as a linebacker can diagnose that play, isn't it?
It certainly is, and what he did really well is that while he was diagnosing, he got his feet in motion without actually going anywhere and taking a false step that he had to make up later. He read it, got his feet in motion, and then he just took off and made the play.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across
Give me that.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And some room to work. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
From midfield now, here's Wilson.
Damn it, that's my fault.
Intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, James Smith. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception.
Shit, it's my fault.
This first quarter. We're scoreless after one. About set for this next
stretch
drive
play.
of the Cowboys offense. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's second down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They'll run it with Elliott.
No, we had him in the backfield.
A little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he only manages a couple.
10 carries, 16 yards.
38-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense with 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. After the penalty, it's Elliott.
11 carries, 17 yards.
2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it with Elliott.
My God.
The tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet.
Oh my God, this nigga sucks.
Zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb, 30 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Miss.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
One more turnover.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson.
Bro, what are you doing?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson.
What the fuck?
Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Oh my God.
By the linebacker, Sean Lee. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
54, right there. 54 right. Here we go.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
Got his ass.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking for Cooper. That's complete.
Wow.
Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it. That can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we
Niggas
do know
never
there's
catch
some
the
risk
ball.
takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Oh, I would have fucked.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
Need a touchdown here.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that?
Why did you miss that whole block?
I'd love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of
What the
shouting,
fuck?
screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what
catch the
didn't,
ball.
and figured out a better game plan.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know.
Break a tackle.
Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Play action. Now Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. First and 10 right at the 20. That's caught by Hollister. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 6 yards away. As his guys are back within a single score.
Fuck, I missed.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
59, 50. Check.
Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 30 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Quentin Jefferson, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Let's go, man.
Go down again. Ezekiel Ansah picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards.
Let's go, man.
Gets to him again. Quentin Jefferson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it.
This nigga going for it.
Flat out cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store.
Got his ass again.
Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ziggy Ansah. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They go play action now. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Damn, I wish niggas would catch the ball.
The arm strength there,
Let's spread this nigga out again.
Second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Check three.
Wilson to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, no.
Bruh, I knew this nigga was finna fumble.
The big fella. He's at the 50. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because we can feel the shaking all the way up to
Stretch
the boot.
play.
That big guy trying to get it to the house.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. He finds some open field here. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 35 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Woods with a pick, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
What? Offside.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 13-yard line.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Forbath, the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end? Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
4th down. Here's Wilson.
That's pass interference, bro.